God. As soon as you get camera one clean, then the mics will be hot, okay? Let's do it. Wait, the camera's off. The camera's off. No, when we're done. You should wait. Yeah. No, they're doing lineups now. Let's do it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Campus Center Ice Arena here on the campus of Oswego State University. Plenty of snow outside. We've got plenty of ice inside for this matchup between the Lakers and the Syracuse Orange. Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SU Hockey Network, this time from a different location. Frankie Vernowski alongside me, Corey Barbarian. And Corey, the Syracuse team is coming off a couple of losses against the number 3 team nation in the Adrian Bulldogs.
And those Adrian Bulldogs are the defending national champions, and the Orange played them pretty closely. Shots were mostly even, and the scores 5-1 and 5-4. That second game, 5-4, Orange had a big chance to send it to overtime, could not. But the Orange did not move anywhere in the standings. They didn't move down after the sweep. They're number 13 in the country and the number 2 team in the ESCHL, facing an unranked Oswego opponent that is up for the challenge.
And one player who's been really helping that Syracuse team get to that number 13 rank is number 6, Ford Hatchett, the big man. He's got 12 assists on the year so far.
And those 12 assists lead the SU team. He doesn't have any goals on the year, just 12 assists. Leads the team in assists and 3rd on the team in overall points. This is an SU team that's got a high-powered offense, plenty of goal scorers, and Ford Hatchett's right up there.
And a couple of guys really helping that high-powered offense. We've got a sophomore in Hatchett, but a couple of seniors in Trip Francisi and Connor McNamara. What have you seen from them?
Yeah, Trip Francisi to start earned his 100th career point against Adrian in the second game, and Connor McNamara on the power play, watch him tipping pucks in front of the net. 7 of his 9 goals this season have come with the extra man.
And for the Oswego on the other side of things, where SU is very veteran, for Oswego, they're a very young team. So how does SU capitalize on that?
Yeah, well, Syracuse was a young team last year. Now Oswego has 27 active players. 14 of them are freshmen, and a couple more are first-year players. Very few have experience against Syracuse, while the Orange have plenty of experience against Oswego. Expect SU to use that to their advantage tonight.
We've got the first period, 20 minutes of action right around the corner. Stay tuned right here on the SU Hockey Network. Hello, everybody, and welcome back here to the Campus Center Ice Arena on campus of Oswego State University. Once again, Frankie Vernowski joined alongside me by Corey Barbarian. Chris Lauk, kind enough to join us. He is taking role of the camera this evening, and as I said, a lot of snow outside, but we've got some high-intensity hockey on the evening tonight, and Oswego in goal there, you'll see number 30, Alex Galos from Ronkonkoma, New York. He is their main starter. He's appeared in 10 games so far this year, Corey. A .237 goals against and a very high .923 save percentage.
Yeah, and he beat Syracuse last year, started both games against the Orange and made 71 saves on 77 shots. That's 92.2% save percentage. Has seen Syracuse twice and is up for the challenge is Galos. He'll go up against what appears to be Zakuzo in net on the right side.
And here in net, and that Alex Galos you were talking about, Corey, he has 3 shutouts on the year so far. We're ready for some hockey here this evening. It's Lucas Prestamo taking the opening faceoff for the Orange. Hayward grabs it and sends it back, and the Orange will have the first offensive possession and try to get things going. So Brezzi will take it up himself, tries for a pass to Harrington in the neutral zone, and it goes past him all the way down the ice. There will be no icing on that call. Our
starters, Owen Harrington, Lucas Prestamo, and Peter Owen Hayward on the forwards, and Stephen Brezzi starts on defense with Patrick Corcoran. That's actually Jake Kaler in goal, wearing number 33 here instead of his usual 31 for the Orange.
We've got to get used to these new uniforms. We don't get to see these beautiful navy blue and orange uniforms. We don't get to see many road games, and they really are a nice jersey. Nice sweater.
Nice. And Oswego going with the orange with, or rather the white with green and orange. That's a yellow trim actually for Oswego. A couple of nice jerseys going up against each other. First time we've seen the Syracuse Navy Blues.
That's right. And 32 seconds into this game, we've got another face-off that's chipped into the Oswego defensive zone, where it will be gathered by Calvin Walsh, and he'll try to bring it up. And Syracuse with Fort Hatchett, we talked about him in the pregame show. 12 assists for the big man. He stands 6'4" on the ice, towering over everyone else. Oswego back in their own defensive zone. A long neutral zone pass up forward. Looking for a pass there to Luke Myers. It will not go, and it will go for an icing. The Syracuse defense arriving first.
And you mentioned Fort Hatchett. 9 of his 12 assists have come on the power play. Peter Owen Hayward and Connor McNamara, the 2 big goal scorers on the man advantage. Fort Hatchett sets them up.
So they'll take a face-off to the left of Alex Galos in the Lakers' defensive zone. It's battled there and tossed back and forth. Preston can't get a hold of it, so the Lakers will come the other way. It's dumped in by Myers. He's past the red line. We will not have icing. So here's Van Heck in the near side corner. Looking for some new men, some new lines out for Oswego now. Padalino chips it in, chased by Pucciarelli. He'll gather it there. Centering feed for Preston, saved by Galos. A big early save by Alex Galos and a nice centering feed from Pucciarelli to Preston. And that one will be dumped in the zone. Regathered there by Jay Chapin. He'll receive a hit, but Oswego regains control.
Pucciarelli and Preston along with Christian Van Heck on that third line for the Orange. This is an SU team with 4 solid lines, all of which can put the puck in the net. We saw right there with a near chance.
And they all play physically, and that's for sure expected out of guys like Pucciarelli, Preston, and Van Heck. SU will regather. There it's taken by Ryan Eckert. He's on the near side. Looking for a partner. He finds one, where it's turned over for a centering feed, and Oswego will come back. Corey, what's a good way for this SU team to get off to a hot start? We talked about them losing 2 tough games to Adrian last weekend.
Well, Syracuse has the advantage in the firepower. They were outmatched on paper by Adrian. We knew that. Had the unfamiliarity with Adrian going to Kennedy for the first time, and they were able to feed off the home crowd in a way and pick up 2 near wins, a couple of losses for the Orange. The thing is, SU has to start hot. And if they can do that against an unranked Oswego team, a game that they're expected to win, they've got to prove why they're the number 13 team in the country.
And here's Hatchett. He brings it back up to the blue line. Looking for someone, he dumps it low. Looking for Harrington, but it can't get there. Here's Hayward. Steals it over for Prestamo, but he loses it right in front of Galos. Prestamo fighting for it again. Here comes Hayward for aid, but it's Bobby Vasta who regains for Oswego. Turned over nearly to Prestamo. Back into the corner here for Harrington. He sends it up to Hatchett, keeps it at the blue line. Whiffs on his shot, but it's regained by Hayward. Hayward looking for a partner. There's Cato. Cato chips it back low. It's Prestamo. It's been a long shift for these men in orange. Hayward comes off. There's Adam Bedford chasing on now. A wide shot regathered again by Fort Hatchett, and he chips it down low for Harrington. Can't get there, and it's Bobby Vasta who dumps it out into the neutral zone. The Lakers come the other way. A long shift for the Orange.
You mentioned Adam Bedford. Few guys who don't really play all that much. Ryan Eckert, Brandon Peters, and Colin Morrow are the Orange 4th line. Neither of them really start all that much. Colin Morrow earned his first career goal against Adrian on Saturday.
Hopefully can bring some of that energy to a 4th line here, as there's some battling on the near side boards down in the corner. No one has real control. Stopped by McNamara, and turned over once more. Francisi couldn't get there. Dumped in by the Lakers. It'll be stopped by Kaler, and he will leave it for David Rosen, who sends it back and back forth to Rosen once more. Puck gets past the captain McNamara and all the way down the ice. We will have no icing here. Down on the near side, looking for Preston. A long feed across the ice, cannot get there. And the Lakers will come back. Not much momentum going either way for either side here. We are 15:45 left here in the first period. No score.
Just one shot. That's an SU shot early in the game, more than 4 minutes in.
So dumped back and forth. We've got a lazy stick hanging there, and an offside is called. So we will have a face-off. That was a long stretch of continuous play, however, for both sides of nearly 3 minutes. But we will have a neutral zone face-off for our third face-off on the night. And it's, Corey, it's a real nice arena here, this campus center in Oswego. It seats 2,500 people. They have a press box here that the folks from Oswego are using that was donated by ESPN play-by-play and personality Steve Levy, an Oswego alum.
Big hockey guy Steve Levy is, huh?
That is right. Proud of his alma mater, the Lakers here. And it's brought in quickly here by Dawson. He goes for a backhand that goes way wide, and it's chipped out of the zone by Hayward. This one will be an icing.
Just going to assume Steve Levy's watching us right now. It really is a beautiful press box.
It certainly is.
And just the 2,500 seats and the concessions and stuff that's around it makes the rink, as you said, look so much bigger, even though the ice is the same size as a place like Tennessee.
Absolutely, and it is a beautiful place here, and we were glad to make the journey up. Just about a 50-minute drive from the campus of Syracuse University. We will have a face-off to the right of Jake Kaler. That is Sean Mooney, who is ejected from the face-off dot for Oswego. Won quickly by the Lakers and chipped off to the side by Jake Ryan Kober. Coming back behind Kaler, it's Hayward who gathers there and also collects a hit. The puck goes chipped up in the air. Hayward will have it again, gives it off to his partner Padalino, who pitchforks it into the neutral zone. Arm is up for an icing. No, they will wave it off. Nice hustle by the Orange to get down there. Now battling for it behind Galos. That puck feeds out to Mooney for the Lakers. Looking for a pass across the neutral zone. He can't get it to his partner Chapin. And dumped back around. It's Cato who will regather for the Orange.
I think this lack of shots, lack of goals favors Oswego because they are a far better defensive team, allowing more than half a goal fewer than the Orange. Second in their division with only 3 goals allowed per game. The Orange like high-scoring games. We saw them against Adrian, saw them against Niagara, another NECHL opponent, 10 total goals in that one. Oswego has to keep the score low if they want to win. And
certainly they can do that with that goalie, Alex Galos. But here's Connor McNamara. He's got a chance on a one-on-one. He holds up, looks for a centering feed, but can't get it. And they'll try to regather there. That was a feed for Dylan Wheeler, it looked like, in the corner. And once more, it's Pucciarelli fighting for it, and he can't get there. So Oswego comes once more the other way. Still nothing really gathering as far as momentum for either side. 14:05 and counting here in this first period.
We hope to have a live clock going for the second period. We were a bit frazzled getting our graphics set up, so we're going to hope to get the live score for you.
And here's Pucciarelli bringing it to Galos. A shot right in the chest and a nice save. So the 2 shots so far for the Orange have been high percentage opportunities, just nothing amounting to too much so far. Gathered by Oswego behind Galos and harassed by a couple of Orange. Going back for it now is Adam Marvin. That goes way over his head, and Brezzi will recollect in the neutral zone. And back to Brezzi once more. Brezzi with 2 goals on the season. He scored 2 in a game just a few weeks ago. Here's a shot that's blocked from Kyle McNamara. And some fighting along the near side. It gets chipped back out into the neutral zone. Dumped back in by Theodore Cupp. And the Orange are the first to get there. Here's Corcoran to the far side. And here's Peter Owen Hayward now for his partner, Lucas Prestamo. Trying to get it to Harrington. Chips it off the side of the netting to the left of Galos. And here's David Rosen in the near side trying to get a hold of it. A missed check, and the Lakers will bring it out and lose it once more. Hayward to Harrington to Prestamo. He brings it into the zone just by himself, waiting for Padalino. He calls for the puck, centering feed, can't get a hold of it. He's got Harrington in front, can't get the pass there. Blocked once more by the Lakers. Here's Pucciarelli with a shot that's blocked before it gets there. So a couple of opportunities now mounting perhaps for Syracuse, but just some big bodies for the Lakers getting it in there first.
And Chris Wan's one of them, number 2. The feed was perfect for Harrington, but Wan's got his leg in the way.
And here we have McNamara who digs it out in the boards after receiving a big hit there from Chris Carey.
And Carey was the one who went down.
Here's Cato, another big man on this Syracuse team. Jacob Padalino now, each of them standing 6'3" on the ice. Cato once more takes it at the red line and dumps it in. There's Martin Simonek for the Lakers. He receives a hit from Eckert, And here's a fade right in front for Harrington. Can't get there. It's up to Hatchett at the blue line and turned over now for the Lakers. Here's Mike Lemieux, brings it all the way in. Dumped back forward. Here's Colin Morrow. He had his first goal last weekend. Brings it all in by himself, wrapping around Galos, waiting for numbers. Centering feed for Peters. A shot that's blocked. Cato with a shot that goes wide, and the rebound, nothing going there. And back out in the neutral zone where it'll be regained once more by Luke Cato, and the Orange will dump it in for a line change.
The fourth line gets off, generating a couple of big chances for the Orange.
A long pass that's intercepted by Brezzi. And he'll chip it back into the zone. Van Heck goes chasing, but it'll be received by Vasta and the Lakers first. Down through the neutral zone, all the way down the ice. And first to it is Brezzi, so we will have an icing. 11 minutes and 8 seconds left here in this first period here from Oswego. Shots so far on the scoreboard showing 1-0. So not too much work for either side. Galos has seen a few more chances than Kaler has to our right.
It's blocked shots. All the shots have been blocked. Very few have been getting through. I question the validity of that 1-0 count, but the accurate count's probably maybe 2-1.
Regardless, not much reaching the goaltenders so far. Here's Pucciarelli near, looking for Rosen up top. He finds it back to Pucciarelli. Rosen collects it and dumps it back in right around the face-off dot. Pucciarelli now looking for a centering feed to Preston. Can't get a hold of it. A bouncing puck and a couple of defensemen in the way. Up to the blue line. Padalino tries to get it back in. He does. Here's Preston. Back to Padalino. Looking for a shot. Tipped wide. Vasta tries to chip it out, but it's blocked once more by Padalino. Tries to get it over to Pucciarelli, and it will not go. And the Lakers have a 2-on-1 opportunity. Here the centering feed, and it's a goal! Adam Marvin, with his 9th goal of the year, finds the 5-hole on Jake Kaler, and it is 1-0 Lakers with 10 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the first period. A team-leading 9th goal of the year from Adam Marvin, and the first shot on net for the Lakers becomes a goal.
And Marvin now breaks the tie with Calvin Walsh for the goals lead in 9. Just a 2-on-1. The shot was pretty weak, and Kaler trying to get over. Unfortunately for Kaler, his legs had to split open for a second there, and that puck was able to just trickle through.
May have been the first shot, but certainly a great opportunity when you have a 2-on-1, and the Lakers took advantage. Cato brings that one all the way in himself, brings a shot from the face-off dot, a low-angle shot, and it's swallowed up there by Galos, and we'll have a face-off to his right with 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in this first period.
And the Orange, let's not forget, Oswego defeated Syracuse 4-3 here at the Campus Center in Oswego last year. Certainly trying to avoid deja vu with the Orange. A better SU team this year than the last, but even with these non-conference opponents, the points may not matter in the long run in the playoff tournament. You still have to make a statement in these games, and the Orange haven't really been coming out flat.
Hatchett was looking for a feed there. Now to Hayward, who dumps it in on Galos, and Hayward lays a big hit on right in front of Galos as well. Held by Hatchett at the blue line. He tries to keep it in, but cannot. It'll be regathered by Hayward in front of his man, Jake Kaler. A diagonal pass to Hatchett and a nice tip pass to Prestamo. Now back to Hatchett, a shot that goes way high and above Galos. Back to Prestamo behind Galos, dancing with the referee. Another hit from Hayward. 2 physical hits from him. The man wearing 1-7 and the leading scorer for the Orange on that shift.
And Ford Hatchett also on that shift, pinching all the way up to the corner to play a puck.
A shot is deflected wide from Calvin Walsh, right in front of Kaler. Nothing going for Carty. Orange trying to get it out. A big shot from the point that's blocked, and Harrington will leave it for his man Francisi, who comes racing. Francisi is bodied off the puck, but it's gathered by Brezzi, who brings it and wraps it around behind Galos, looking for Harrington in front of the net. McNamara, wide open shot is blocked wide. McNamara with it on the near side. A centering feed for Francisi, looking to go back to McNamara and can't get it there. A huge opportunity for McNamara on that last shot, but it was blocked wide. He had an open net. Down low to Eckert. Now up to Padalino. Back down to Bedford. And he'll dump it behind from the captain, McNamara, who looks for a centering feed to Francisi once more. Cannot get it there. And it's Padalino who'll stop it at the blue line. Looks for a shot that goes way wide. And it's Dawson for the Lakers trying to get it out. He does. Another long shift. The Lakers are able to change. And Syracuse does the same. Padalino looks for a pass to Prestamo. Bounces off the stick. Will have no icing. He regathers in the far side corner for Harrington, who's now bodied by Luke Myers. Some more boards play. Neither team getting too much control. Hayward comes in for it, but he is eluded, and that puck is chipped far and now out of bounds, where it's gathered by assistant coach Andrew Walensky. So with 7 minutes and 56 seconds left here in this first period, Oswego has a 1-0 lead.
And a 2-1 shot lead for the Orange. You talk about an offensive period that really, a period that isn't really for the offense. Only one goal and just 3 shots. And there haven't been too many whistles, just the teams going back and forth. Shots have been blocked on almost every possession. Nothing getting through to the goalies, and Oswego's only shot for them did.
Face-off won by the Lakers, dumped back in by Hatchett. He finds Cato to the left of Kaler. Swarmed by a couple of Lakers. He pitchforks it out to the neutral zone, nearly collected by Hayward. Battling against the number 1-7, O'Neal for the Lakers.
They've been trying those home run passes quite a bit of the Orange. They've been working so far.
That home run pass misses and waved off for the icing. It's O'Neal now bringing it out for Oswego. That pass to Jay Chapin does not connect. Tipped off the boards and just left there at center ice. Pucciarelli looks for the defense against Lemieux. Lemieux goes charging to Kaler, can't get a puck on net. It's sliding right around the side of the net, and Kaler will just cover it up. And Lemieux did take a big dip against the boards there, and he is slow to get up.
He was tripped up going toward the net. Officials rule play on, and Lemieux goes charging into the boards.
Clean one-on-one defensive play, they deem it, so we'll have a face-off to the right of Kaler. 7:13 left here in this first period. Marvin, the goal scorer, takes the face-off against Pucciarelli. It is won by Pucciarelli in the orange. A whiffling pass that goes off the glass and all the way down to Galos. Just wide of him, it'll be an icing.
This is an Oswego team. The lack of offense is almost expected. They lost 3 of their top 4 scorers from last year heading into this year. It's guys like Oscar Marchi, who scored twice against the Orange a year ago. Max Papelli as well. Fulchetti, the 4th leading scorer. So you lose the top 2 leading scorers and the number 4 scorer for Oswego. You don't return a lot of scoring talent, and as I said in the open, not many people who've had experience playing against Syracuse.
A young team that has a 1-0 lead so far as we dip down below 7 minutes here in the first period. Preston connects to Van Heck. It's a 3-on-1 opportunity, leaves it for Pucciarelli. A shot that goes wide. Big chance for the Orange, but nothing doing so far for Pucciarelli. Here's Captain Corcoran behind his own man, Kaler. Trying to get it out of the defensive zone. Corcoran does, and he'll keep charging with it himself as he's stick-checked, and we will have a penalty. It's a hook on Corcoran. He was being harassed as he was trying to make it through the neutral zone, so the Orange will have their first power play of the night so far. They are moving at a 27.2% clip on the power play. That's good for 3rd in the division of the ESCHL.
3rd team out of 6 in the ESCHL. There's always a start to your power play night. This is number 1. The Orange have been successful on the power play all season.
Goal scorer Adam Marvin called 2 minutes for hooking. So it'll start to the left of Galos where the Orange will try to tie things up. Down below, looking for Hatchett up to the point. They get it there. Across to his partner Corcoran. Back to Hatchett, looking for an open lane to find a shot. Doesn't have a goal yet on the year. Was perhaps looking for one on the power play. Here's Corcoran up at the point. Opts to pass far side. Hayward down low. Centering feed passes. Goal is stopped by Galos. Pardon me. And his first chance on the power play is now cleared by Oswego. 90 seconds remaining on the man advantage.
Look who was inside that defensive box, the diamond. Connor McNamara looking for a tip, and in that case, a centering pass couldn't bury it.
McNamara's got 7 power play goals on the season. That is good for 2nd on the team. Peter Owen Hayward leads with 8 on the season, but certainly McNamara, we always see him in those dirty areas for the tip-in. Here he is, McNamara, 1-1 in blue. Brings it and fights against Jay Chapin on the near side corner. Hayward's got it now. Looking for a man up top. Here's Luke Cato. Back to Hayward. A saucer pass. Winds up to shoot. Opts not to. Looks to go back to Cato. Not happy is head coach Connor Tracy on that missed pass as we clip down to 45 seconds left on the man advantage. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first period with this 1-0 Oswego lead. Back to Brezzi. He charges hard through the neutral zone, brings it all the way in himself. Looks across the ice, but that pass is blocked by O'Neal. Brezzi still got it. Down low and back up top. Can't be gathered by Cato, and they'll be called off. 27 seconds left here in the power play. 4 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first. Shots 3-1. Goals 1-0 though for the Lakers.
Syracuse struggling to get a shot on that power play. They're always looking for the great shot to get on that power play. The only one that we saw was McNamara in front. They're getting too complacent on this man up.
Perhaps just trying to get pucks on net now. Cato avoids a turnover to the charging McNamara of the Lakers. Here's Cato, dekes out a man. That's Luke Myers, and he'll bring it in the offensive zone himself. Charges into the slot, tipped off but kept in nicely by Brezzi. Still wielding it along the blue line. And past Brezzi now to go down the ice, and that'll be zeros on the power play. So 0 for 1 so far is SU on the man-up advantage. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first period. Connected long to Preston, but he's spotted off the puck by Marvin. And we will have a whistle and offside. Oswego playing a very tight game defensively so far, not giving up really any high-octane chances besides that first one within about the first minute of the period.
And that's what Oswego needs to do to have their best chance of winning this one. The Orange are used to high-powered offensive games, and they might be underestimating Oswego, knowing that the points still matter. It's NECHL, but the win on your record still does, and the demoralizing effect of a loss, the Orange has to step it up here going into the second period, perhaps get a game-tying goal in the final 4 minutes here of the first.
Padalino behind his own man, Kaler. He passes it up as we click past 4 minutes left in this first period. And that puck is chipped out. 3 minutes and 50 seconds now, as both sides will change. Interesting dynamic in this arena, Corey. The benches are on opposite sides of the ice, which is something you don't really see at all.
And something you don't see at Tennedy either. The penalty boxes are next to the scorer's table, as it is at Tennedy as well, but the benches on the opposite side, you see them at some hockey rinks in the college ranks, but it's not really standard. The benches are usually next to each other.
So both teams.
The penalty box is on the other side.
Yes, an interesting setup. They do have an extra bench as well over there by Oswego. Nevertheless, we've got fighting on the near side in the Orange offensive zone. To Prestamo, 1-on-0. Deeks, backhand stopped on the blocker by Galos. A 1-on-0 chance from Prestamo. Put a couple of moves on, but couldn't drive it home. Here's Hatchett now, trying to look for an opening. Over to Cato, goes back for Hatchett, but he's no longer there. Trying to chip it out of the zone. It's once more Prestamo. He's checked from behind and knocked off the puck, and the Lakers will bring it back with 3 minutes left in this first period. That was a huge opportunity for Prestamo, but a nice stand-up save by Galos.
May have made one too many dekes with the puck, allowed Galos to get in position, tried to elevate it over the pad, and ran out of space.
Put into the zone by Prestamo, and then out of play, so we have a stoppage with 2:52 left. Prestamo was searching for his third goal of the year. He's got 2. They came against Delaware 2 weeks ago on Friday the 3rd. Excuse me, Saturday the 3rd. Francisi in the dot for the Orange. And he loses it to Hebert. Long connecting pass is tipped off the stick, and it'll be Brezzi who recollects it for the Orange. Looking for McNamara, he opts to go behind him to Corcoran. Corcoran hit off the puck by Hebert. Centering feed, a save by Kaler, rebounded wide. Here's McNamara charging the other way for Syracuse. Francisi with it now, 2-on-2. He's got Bedford to his right. Can't get it to Bedford, goes to Corcoran, a shot that goes off the blocker. Couple of big chances now going back and forth. Now the Lakers charging. Hebert is hit but stays standing, but it's Bedford with the Orange, and Corcoran now looking to get it back up to Bedford. He does, into the neutral zone. Bedford knocked down, getting a bit more physical with 2 minutes left here in the first period. The Lakers enter the zone once more. It's Myers, tries to deke around McNamara, loses the puck, and he'll bring it near side, nearly turns it over, and this time he does. McNamara's got it, tries to chip it out of the zone. A nice defensive play by Calvin Walsh to keep it in. A feed across the ice is lost. Up at the point, another shot that's blocked from Simonek. And the Orange still can't get it out. Now they get it out of the neutral zone and perhaps can take a breath. A tired Orange line that gets off the ice not with 90 seconds left here in the first period. Nearly obstructed and nearly too many men in the ice for that Oswego line change.
I thought they were going to call it. Hit off of Marzalek's foot, on the back of his foot. He didn't know the puck was coming towards him. I guess Oswego didn't have the full change made.
Don't see that penalty too much in ACHA play. We did see it against Delaware a couple of weeks ago. Here's Van Heck with a shot that goes wide. Rebounded by Preston. He'll take it up to the point to Padalino. Padalino with a long shot that's blocked halfway there. That bouncing puck goes past David Rosen and down behind Jake Kaler, but Rosen's got it from a charging Marvin. That Adam Marvin seems to be everywhere on the ice for Oswego. Here's Prestamo on the near side, carries it in, looking for a pass. That one goes wide and evades Hayward, who gathers it once more. Intercept pass to Harrington. Bobby Vasta harassing him there. But Rosen has it up at the point, back to Hayward and down low to Harrington, where it's turned over and gathered by Sean Mooney. Kept in by Prestamo. 30 seconds left in this first period. That puck goes sliding to Galos. It's frozen there, and we'll have a stoppage with 25.8 left here in the first. And I believe we will have another Syracuse power play.
And this could be the last flurry of chances these final few minutes of the period. This could be the end of that feeling out phase where the Orange are trying to see what works and what doesn't, and just eventually use their mismatch and skill to overpower Oswego. And this will be a great chance to do it up 5-on-4.
Certainly has seemed like a bit more of a feeling out period so far. Neither team getting too much leg underneath them, but that's Bobby Vasta who'll be serving 2 minutes as the Orange try to close out this first period by tying it up. 0-for-1 on the power play so far. Up to Brezzi at the point, over to Cato, back to Brezzi, looking for a chance. Oswego swarms there, shot goes wide, a lot of traffic in front. Not sure if Galos saw that one, but it's cleared out of the zone. 5 seconds and counting, and this will be where the period closes out as that pass is connected up to Prestamo. He loses the puck, a shot after the buzzer, and it is 1-0 Oswego as we finish one period of play with not too much offensive action despite that goal. 3 shots for Syracuse, 2 for Oswego.
Since when's the last time you've seen a 20-minute period with only 5 shots? As evenly distributed as you can get. Oswego scoring on their first shot. The Orange with a couple of chances late in the period. They get a power play for 1:35 heading into the second, and that might be a must-score power play. The Orange have to come out strong for the second 20 minutes.
Low momentum so far here on this Thursday night from the Campus Center Ice Arena in Oswego State University. We'll take a break and be back for more hockey. 40 minutes of action, 1-0 Oswego.
to make sure they were hot on here. All right, here we go.
Hello and welcome back to the Campus Center Ice Arena here on campus of Oswego State University. Frankie Vernowski alongside me, Corey Barbarian. And Corey, a 1-0 start, Oswego in front, and a slow start for the Orange.
Yeah, the Orange are out shooting Oswego 6-2, but how often do you see a first period, especially for a Syracuse team, in which they get no goals and 6 shots? Thankfully for them, they've got a minute 35 worth of 5-on-4 to start the second period. As I said at the end of the first, have to start hot coming out of the locker room.
And a slow start on the power play, 0 for 1, not many chances going on there. How do you start creating some opportunities maybe from the blue line on this power play?
Yeah, blue line play has been sloppy. Forward Hatchet in the tip drill with McNamara or the rebound with McNamara. He's there inside the defensive box for a reason. Had the only power play shot the last time. Number 11 has to be the guy to take the shot.
We've got 20 more minutes of hockey. Second period action coming from you soon. Stay right here. Hello, everybody, and welcome back here on the campus of Oswego State University. 1-0, the Lakers lead. And we do also have a time on the clock. Hopefully that works for you all at home, so that way you can better follow along on the time online as well. So new 20 minutes left up there on the clock as we start period 2. They did shift the shot numbers. Now 6-2 in favor of Syracuse on the shot total. Now just waiting on everybody to get the okays, and we'll start second period action. It's Harrington and Hebert will face off with 95 seconds left on this power play, the second opportunity of the night for the Orange so far. As we said earlier, do sit second on the ESCHL, excuse me, in power play. Here's Hayward wrapping it around. Looks for Corcoran up top. And back to Hayward, they'll pass it back and forth. Corcoran back to Hayward, centering feed, shot blocked wide. Up to the point, can't be kept in by Hatchet, and everyone will have to exit the zone and regroup. 65 seconds left on this power play opportunity. And it's Hayward charging once more, full speed ahead. Brings it all himself, McNamara front, and a goal! Connor McNamara with his 8th power play goal of the year, his 10th goal on the season, and Syracuse ties it up. We're at 1. A great effort from Hayward, physically driving it down the left wing, and fooled Galos. Probably thought he was going to shoot it, left it out in front for McNamara, and an easy tip in for the guy who does it best from right in front of the goal.
McNamara, I think he spends 40 hours a week doing tip drills. McNamara is always the guy who gets the deflection to go, a chance in front of the net. McNamara charging the net, gets the goal, the greasy goal out in front. How many times has he done that? That's 8 now on the power play.
Here's Van Heck with a backhand that's sticked wide by Galos. A rebound chance, and centering out now if the Lakers will regather. So McNamara's 8th power play goal of the year, that ties the team lead. Now behind Kaler, the Lakers have it. The Orange with numbers. Brezzi down low, looking for a teammate. And the Orange will start charging once more. Dumped up, hits the referee in the neutral zone and collected. Here's Luke Myers, 2-on-2 opportunity. He's checked, backhand on Kaler. That rebound chance goes wide. A nice backhand from Myers, making something out of nothing. And here's Myers once more. Looks across the ice for the goal scorer, Marvin. Can't get it there. Marvin dumps it low. Brezzi's got it behind his goalie.
One thing we haven't talked about with Adam Marvin. Adam Marvin is a freshman. A freshman at Marvin, leading the team in goals with 9. He's got the only tally today as a stop is made by Galos.
A shot from Preston right in the breadbasket. And that Adam Marvin, yeah, a freshman, but real great composure. We've seen him, seems like he's always out on the ice, and he's everywhere on the ice when he needs to be there. So Marzalek and Francisi in the faceoff dot to the right of Galos. Up to the point, Hatchet. Francisi now down low, back up to Hatchet. Takes a long shot, tipped, and it's a goal! Back-to-back goals for the Orange, and who tips it in once more? Number 11, Connor McNamara.
How's that for starting hot? 2 goals in under 2 minutes for the same guy, Connor McNamara, getting in front of the net. That's a low percentage shot that's being taken. Without that tip, that's an easy save. Galos might have even skittered wide, and McNamara just tips it to an impossible angle, as he does every single time.
A long shot from Hatchett at the blue line, and he gets his 13th assist of the year as Prestamo whiffs on that one to Hayward. Back up top to Rosen. Rosen cycles it back for Hayward, and back once more to Rosen. Looks for a centering feed, can't get it there, and it goes down low. Rosen keeps it, passes it along to Prestamo, who's bodied off the puck, and the Lakers will go the other way, but it's gathered by Hayward, and the Orange will enter the zone once more. Fakes a shot and whiffs on it. Centering feed for Prestamo, hits off a Laker defense, and is sitting in the blue paint where Galos covers it up. But back to that goal, Corey. I mean, my oh my. McNamara has such great hand-eye coordination. I mean, every single puck he tips finds the back of the net.
He scores 38 seconds in, and now 1:49 into the second period. Not exactly the same play, but he was in the same area right in front of Alex Galos.
Already 4 shots, and here's a 1-on-0 chance. It's the Lakers going in wide. Tripped up is Marvin, and we will have perhaps a penalty shot on that breakaway.
See if he points to center ice.
No,
a
they are
clear
just going
trip. That's just going to be 2 minutes.
2 minutes for hooking, in fact, is called, as Adam Marvin from Clarkstown, New York, already with 1 goal tonight, was certainly dangered for another. But that hooking penalty does prevent a goal, but does also give Oswego its first power play chance of the evening.
Lakers have only mustered 3 shots compared to 10 for the Orange. Now it's Oswego in the tough situation that Syracuse was in, heading into a power play.
So Brezzi goes to the box for 2 minutes. And immediately off the face-off, the Orange clear. 17 minutes and 20 seconds left here in this second period. 150 on that Brezzi penalty for the hook. And this is an Oswego power play that is pretty low. A huge hit, and that is going to be a penalty, sending Sean Mooney to the sin bin on that one. A big hit and a big charge is what they're going to call it. Only a 20-second power play chance now gone for the Lakers.
And Sean Mooney, his first penalty committed of the season. Christian Van Heck just leveled at the blue line. An obvious charge, took way more than 2 steps. And the Orange now and the Lakers have 1:40 of open ice 4-on-4. This could benefit a faster team like Syracuse.
And certainly when you see somebody get hit quite as hard as Van Heck was, more often than not, it does end up being a charging penalty. So we have 1 minute and 30 seconds of 4-on-4 play as Marvin takes it, but it's bumped out by Hatchett back into the neutral zone. Dumped in by the Lakers, where it'll be collected by Luke Cato. He's got Hatchett to his left, gets it there, now behind his man Kaler. Hatchett will bring it out. A long pass connecting, looking for Harrington, and we will have an icing. 1:14 left on the Oswego penalty. A real change of events, though. Back-to-back goals from the Orange, less than a minute apart. First on the power play from McNamara, and another one, not on the power play, but still a tip-in from McNamara, always in that blue paint. It's 2-1 Orange. So certainly looking for some open space are these speedsters. One of them out on the ice, Hayward, but this time it's Cato, and Hayward is checked offside. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. And Hayward does his due diligence and trips a man himself as he's getting up, and they are going to send him to the penalty box for that.
Well, Myers, he ran into his leg more or less. I mean, Hayward didn't get out of the way, but Luke Myers ran right into Peter Owen Hayward's leg. And what's Peter Owen going to do?
Yeah, definitely a bit of instigating by the Lakers, but it does go to their advantage. As 2 minutes up on the board for number 17 in Navy. So we will have now a 4-on-3 chance, something we don't see very often. Then the Brezzi penalty will be killed in 62 seconds, and we will have a little bit more of 4-on-4 action. But right now it's a power play 4-on-3 for the Lakers. They're 0 for 1 so far. Over to Marvin. He holds. Back up to the point. A shot blocked wide. Doesn't even get there to Kaler, but a dangerous shot from Walsh. Back to Marvin. Up to Walsh again at the top of the diamond. Down low, a slap shot from Walsh, way wide off the glass. Marvin near side again in the face-off dot. Back to Walsh once more, cross to Marvin. They play tic-tac-toe, waiting for the shot. Tipped wide by Pucciarelli. Nice defensive play, and it's sent down low. The Lakers still have possession right in front. Now it's Marvin across the ice, and a save from post to post from Kaler. 15 seconds left on the Brezzi penalty, and it's dumped down the ice by the Orange.
Syracuse had essentially a 3-on-3. Luke Myers' stick broke and flew about 25 feet in the air. He had to go to the bench, get a new stick.
5 seconds left of 4-on-3 action. The Lakers bring it into the zone. That's Walsh once more, but it's turned over, and now we're back to 4-on-4 for the next 20 seconds. Here's McNamara looking for a hat trick. Far side dumps it in, nothing dangerous. 10 seconds left on the Oswego penalty, and then it'll be another short power play for the Lakers. Brought into the zone by Carey. He's knocked down and slides around like a teacup. And dumped back around. It's McNamara on the far side.
I'm going to mute your mic if you say that again.
15 minutes left in the second period. Now 30 seconds on the board. Still Hayward's penalty. It's a 5-on-4 power play now for the Lakers. A couple of short chances so far. They sit 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Between a 20-second on 5-on-4 and about 40 seconds on 4-on-3. 15 seconds left now on the Hayward penalty. The penalty kill has been good so far for the Orange. Brought out of the zone by Syracuse. They'll be able to kill this off. Charging with speed is Steven Brezzi as he dances around a man. Brings it down low behind Galos. A centering feed that is not there, but Hayward exits the box, and Syracuse successfully kills 3 different stretches of penalty. 2-1 the Orange lead. 14:25 left in this second period. Shots 10-5 in favor of Syracuse. And quite an eventful start to the middle 20 minutes here at the Campus Center Ice Arena.
How about the chance for Martin Simonek on a cross-circle feed, and Kaler able to just shut it down. And earlier the shot by Calvin Walsh, that was certainly a screamer. And I don't think Kaler saw it, but the shot went wide. So a couple of missed chances for the Lakers on that extended power play.
But that was a huge save, as you mentioned, Corey, from Kaler pushing post to post, and made a great save on a one-timer. Pucciarelli dumps it in for the Orange offense. Checked off of it by Preston. Van Heck can't get there. Another check from Preston, and Pucciarelli is able to get a hold of this. He gets it to Corcoran, a shot, but a clear path, and Galos makes the stop. Coburn dumps it down low. The Lakers have it. Preston with another check. He's been very physical on this shift so far. Far side with it. A shot that's blocked from Preston, and here's Hebert. And the Lakers now into the zone, trying to get a pass to Hebert. Knocked into the corner. Centering feed, no one there. The Lakers still have possession. Up to the top of the point, an easily blocked shot from Preston. But still a nice play to keep it into the zone. But turned over once more, and Syracuse dumps it out. And we will have a face-off here. No delay of game being called, though, in ACHA hockey. In the NHL, you see a defenseman do that, and you get 2 minutes for delay of game, but not here in ACHA play. So a face-off to the right of Kaler. And a chance for Oswego if they win this face-off. It is won by the Lakers, but quickly turned over. Now Kober with it. He dances around a man, and now fighting for it. It's Kober, Myers, and Marvin. Still plenty of fighting going for it. Marvin loses his stick as it goes flying into center ice. Another man loses his stick in the boards play. And everyone's just going to regather, pick up their sticks, and try again. Here's Corcoran being hounded by a man. He gets it out of the neutral zone. Myers with it, a nice pass to his partner. That's McNamara, Kyle McNamara, that is, for the Lakers. Here's Marvin down low. A couple of Orange on him. Vasta loses that puck that's dancing in the air. And very physical on this near side boards, on the shifts for both teams here. And the puck not leaving that board. Down below Kaler now, he hugs the post, and the Lakers regain possession. He can't get it up to Vasta at the point. Still more boards play in the corner. And this time possession is handily gathered by the Orange, and they come charging offensively. Dancing around a man is Morrow. Tries to get a puck on net. Oh, and that's going to be a penalty. Morrow was checked into the boards. And we will certainly have a checking from behind. A dangerous hit in the corner on Morrow. He is okay, luckily, but it's going to be another power play for the Orange.
And Colin Morrow, who had his first career goal against Adrian on Saturday, getting the start on the fourth line along with Brandon Peters and Ryan Eckert, a couple of people who don't see a lot of action on the ice. Colin Morrow getting his just due here and having a penalty called on him. So 2-minute power play for the Orange yet again.
And Vasta with his second penalty of the night. He stands with 44 penalty minutes on this young season so far. That leads Oswego, certainly. The Syracuse power play is 1 for 2 on the evening so far, thanks to McNamara's 8th power play goal of the year. Back and forth, Brezzi and Prestamo play with it right here in front of us on the near side. Here's Francisi. Back up to Brezzi at the point. Looking for some space. He's harassed there by Dawson. Back up to Cato, and down low, it's gathered by Prestamo. Prestamo to Pucciarelli, and back to Prestamo once more. Brings it to Francisi in the near side corner. He looks for a centering feed. Gets it all the way across the ice to Brezzi. Shot wide. Not sure if Galos saw that one. Goes wide nonetheless. Cato back and forth. Tic-tac-toe to Francisi. Now to Brezzi. Francisi in front. Dekes around. Shot backhand goes wide. Prestamo open net. And they wave it off. Prestamo had an open net. Sent it in. And with Galos down and out of the crease, the referees opted to call the play dead right before Prestamo put it in.
And Galos normally would have been able to get over there, but he may have been hit or something, maybe bumped by a Syracuse player on his way across the crease. That was why the net was wide open for Prestamo. A great setup, though. Francisi getting in front, tried to elevate that backhand shot, and Prestamo, an even better play, wrapping the puck around. Unfortunately for him, Galos was interfered with.
Yeah, Francisi found some open space in the slot. Somebody who always finds space where no one else seems to be able to go. Francisi's got 4 goals and 4 assists on the season.
We always talk about it. Not a big guy, Francisi is, but he certainly plays beyond a 5'7" frame.
And no doubt the native of Marblehead, Massachusetts, plays quite physically. He's got 2 game-winning goals on the season. That's tied for the team lead. That includes an overtime winner back in Tennessee against Stony Brook about a month ago.
One of 2 overtime goals the Syracuse Orange have scored. They're 2-0 in extra frames.
They are indeed playing well. Meanwhile, the Oswego Lakers sit 0-1 in extra. They lost in a shootout. Shot from Harrington, a nice glove save by Galos.
Back to Francisi. He got his 100th point, as we touched on, against Adrian. That was in 104 games. So just a shade under a point per game player Francisi has been throughout his 4 years at Syracuse, a senior who will certainly be missed next season.
One of the many great senior leaders on this team is Corcoran. Another senior takes a shot that goes blocked wide as another 50 seconds remain on this power play. Here's Hayward on the near side. Back up to Corcoran. And on the far side to Hatchett. He's got an assist on the night. He chips it down low to the 2-goal scorer, McNamara, fighting with it. And Hatchett and Hayward come in for assist. Here's Hayward looking for a man. Back up to Hatchett. Loose wide to Corcoran now. Down low to Hayward, looking for a centering feed to Harrington. Can't get it there. And the puck escapes Hayward. Now it's pushed out of the zone. And here comes Oswego. With it is Dawson on the far side. He loses it. Hebert still there on the shorthanded chance with 20 seconds left on the Vasta penalty. Syracuse had the puck for a while in the offensive zone, but not too much mustering. 10 seconds left on this power play. And more fighting along the boards. Long shift for Hayward and company. Hatchett has it now, and the Lakers do kill it off. Syracuse is 1 for 3 on the power play this evening. Here's McNamara, brings it in. Long pass to himself on the boards. He puts a body on Simonek. Simonek from Prague, the Czech Republic native on this Oswego team. Centered to Padalino, who dumps it back from where it came. And Oswego regathers as we kick past 10 minutes left in this second period. Another big hit from Preston. We've seen a lot of checks from him along the boards. Here's Van Heck. Looks for Preston across. A shot by Pucciarelli is stopped and hit wide. Padalino dumps it low, and the Lakers have it. A nice centering feed from Van Heck to Pucciarelli, but a big stop from Galos. The Orange have 13 shots so far this evening. Up to McNamara. And now Padalino with it, and his partner David Rosen in the defensive zone. Padalino dumps it up to Eckert, but it's turned over, and a shot from Mooney is blocked wide by Kaler. 6 shots on the evening for the Lakers, and that play is going to be called dead, offside.
Bit more offense here in the second period, not just the 2 goals that Syracuse scored. Orange up to 14 shots against 6 for Oswego. The filling out phase, I think, is over for the Orange. Now Oswego's got to find a way down 1 to put another one in the net. They put one up against the Orange pretty early in that first period, and Syracuse couldn't respond. Now they have. What can Oswego do?
And here's Eckert passing it along to Morrow. Back to Eckert, and that puck skittles by DeGalos, where he covers it up in the crease. 8 shots so far for the Orange. They bump it up to 9 shots, for the Orange this period. After only 6 in the first. Oswego with 4 shots so far in this period. And of course it is Connor McNamara with both goals for Syracuse so far.
And Eric Parker, by the way, speaking of Oswego shots, the last time these two teams met up in Tennessee, back Thanksgiving weekend, or the weekend before Thanksgiving of 2017, Eric Parker only faced 17 Oswego shots. So if you're wondering if Oswego, is this normal for them to put up as few shots as they are? Well, against the Orange, yes.
This is an Oswego team that does score the bulk of its goals, or the majority of its goals, in the second period. 8:40 left in this frame. Here's Eckert with a shot that goes wide. A nice shot, couldn't be stopped by Morrow. Brezzi still keeps hold of it in the blue line, dumps it back in. The Orange will go for a partial line change. Battled for it by Bedford as he harassed a couple of Lakers, and the Orange will dump it back in. Back and forth. Oswego not able to muster too much offensively so far in this second period. And as you mentioned, Corey, besides the early 2-on-1 goal, they haven't had much going for him. Francisi waits for some men to join him. He whiffs on a shot but regains the rebound, and that shot goes wide. Here's Catto with it on the near side. McNamara's hounded, goes for a centering feed to Bedford, nothing there. Francisi, near side. A long shot from Catto, would have gone wide, but a nice glove save from
That went in the net. That puck went in the net.
A long
he dropped
shot
it
from Luke Catto. Alex Galos had a hold of it, fooled me, and it's 3-1 Orange. Luke Catto's 3rd goal of the year, and now a goal in 2 games in a row. He scored last Saturday against Adrian. Pardon me on the call, but it certainly looked like Galos had a hold of that.
I don't know how Galos dropped that puck. He didn't really Patrick Waugh that, tried to show it off or anything. That just, he dropped the puck.
He certainly just got beat. I think Catto was just trying to get something on net and look for a rebound here on the near side corner of the blue line, but put on a long slap shot, and it goes in. Well, good things happen when you put pucks on net. It's 3-1 Orange. Centering feed for Prestamo, can't get there. Hatchett sends it and dumps it in. Rainbows to Galos. This one he does swallow up, and we'll have a frozen play. 7 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first. The Orange with 11 shots so far this period. It's 3-1.
Looking at the replay of the goal, I think he tried to snap up the puck with the glove, tried to snap it up. Not showing it off, as I said, but just snap up the puck and freeze it. And as he was doing that swinging motion, the puck came loose from his glove and skittered over the end line.
Certainly a detrimental mistake from a very good goalie in Galos. Long, and that's a goal. A return side from Kyle McNamara. Another 2-on-1 chance. And it is 3-2 Syracuse. What a quick response by the Lakers and a big way to pick up your goalie in Galos. And Kaler is slow to get back up. He tried dancing and pushing off the one post, went way wide, got hit as he passed the crease, and then also got hit along the boards, and he is a bit slow right now to regain his senses.
And Kyle McNamara, the Oswego goal scorer, he's been hot recently. Not one of the leading scorers, but a respectable 15 points on 8 goals. He's now scored in 2 straight games in 4 of his last 6.
And he's now got 8 on the season, does McNamara. So if your name is McNamara, doesn't matter what jersey you wear, chances are you'll have a puck that finds the back of the net. Connor McNamara for the Orange has 2 tonight, and Kyle for the Lakers has 1.
We've seen plenty of McNamaras on opposing teams throughout the Syracuse hockey season, haven't we?
It's certainly a popular name. One of the best players on our team has it, and that's a shot from Corcoran that's sticked wide by Galos. 6:50 left here in the second period. 3-2 Syracuse. Charging with it now are the Lakers. That's a pass from Dawson that goes wide, and man is tripped up, and we are going to have a delayed penalty on the Orange. Down low to Kaler's left, and it is picked up. So another power play chance for the Lakers. They are 0 for 3 after we had the gaggle of penalties at the start of this period. 6.5 left in this frame, and a real chance now for the Lakers to tie things up. And Corey, you know, one thing goalies really love are teams picking them up And Galos certainly made a mistake, as you mentioned, trying to snap up that puck. It goes right back into his own net, and immediately the McNamara and the Lakers pick him up.
And now can Syracuse do the same with Kaler after he failed to stop a 2-on-1? Granted, a tough shot nonetheless. 2 minutes here on the power play. Can Syracuse get the stop they need on defense?
Certainly can't fault Kaler so far this evening. 2 2-on-1 goals for the Lakers. Back and forth go a couple of men on the point. It's Cup and Walsh who are passing it back and forth. Walsh with it now on the near side, and a pass for Cup goes wide, and everyone's going to have to exit the zone and do it all over again. The penalty is not up on the board, so someone down on the ice is keeping track of it. Should have about 90 seconds left on that penalty. Down low with it is Lemieux. He carries it down below the net, and now Walsh with a shot that goes way high. Another big shot from Walsh that misses the net. Again to Cup. Walsh with it. Holds, looking for an opportunity. Cup with it, now to the far side. Still nothing doing there. Down low, Walsh closes. No centering feed chance. Here's Cup. And across the ice again. Down low with it is Carey, as the Lakers have had a long possession on this power play so far. 5.5 minutes left. 60 seconds on this power play. Another shot from Walsh misses way wide. Mooney up to Cup, back to Walsh once more. To Cup, and to Mooney far side. Just the blue line so far on this Lakers power play. Here's Walsh dancing around on the face-off dot. Pushed off the puck, losing his stick, and out into the neutral zone. Still a nice effort from Pucciarelli after losing his stick to push that puck off of Walsh and into the neutral zone. 30 seconds left on this power play chance. And that puck skeeters out. A nice chance by the Lakers to keep it in, but Cato's got it behind Kaler. With 20 seconds left, he tries to dump it out of the zone. Instead, dumps it out of the rink altogether, and we'll have a stoppage and a face-off by Jake Kaler.
Well, there are a few calls from the stands to shoot at many points on that power play. Oswego just looking for that perfect shot, looking for the cross crease. And whoever was yelling shoot was right. They didn't shoot the puck much at all, and they didn't get a single shot on goal. Still got about 17 seconds left of power play time.
Just a couple of players, Walsh and Cup, playing patty cake on that blue line. Opting not to shoot it. They've still got the puck. Now the board is showing the penalty, and 20 seconds, they say, are left on that.
That's inaccurate. The penalty should be over right now.
I believe it was called at 6 minutes, 33 seconds.
Yes, it was.
And they are telling him to go off the ice. So despite what the boards say, they did kill off that penalty to the Orange. 0 for 4 of the Lakers on the power play this evening. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. Down low with it is Myers. Centering feed, a shot and a stop by Kaler. The puck squibs around and a rebound chance, and the Lakers tie it up. Jake Kaler got knocked down, and it's Adam Marvin who scores once more, his second of the night, and he extends his team-leading goals total to 10 on the season. We're knotted up at 3 with 4:14 left in the second here from Oswego.
Kaler again going down. A clean play. Kaler just sprawled to try to pick up that first puck, and the Lakers are first to get on the rebound. And that goal could not have been easier. A backhand shot from Marvin, but the net was wide open. All he had to do was find the twine, and he did.
Kaler's had a tough night so far. He's had to face some tough opportunities between the 2-on-1s, and that time he was trying to stop just about every rebound chance that was there, but the Lakers kept getting to it. They've got 8 shots in this period, and 2 of them have resulted in goals. We are tied at 3 after the Orange had scored 3 unanswered.
Well, the first period was really an Oswego type of period. Defense, low scoring. Now this is a Syracuse type of period in the second. 5 goals, but the Orange have not run away with it. Oswego has kept it close, and they've answered this 3-goal scoring drought, I guess, and tied it up at 3.
Hebert is ejected from the faceoff dot. So it'll be Simonek who gathers it there for Oswego. We tick to 4 minutes left here in this second period. After the Orange seemed to take a commanding lead, at least certainly had a command on momentum, as Galos covers that up at exactly 4 minutes in this second period. But nice opportunities, and of course it is one of those things. You get pucks to the net and good things will happen, and we've seen that certainly for both sides this evening.
Well, ask Connor McNamara how that feels.
Absolutely, the man in front with the 2 tips so far, but does not matter. We've got a new game tied at 3. The Lakers are able to gather it and pitchfork it out into the neutral zone. Oh, Rosen stood up. Nice hit by Rosen on Mooney. That was Mooney who had a big hit on the charge earlier. He was ready to stand up David Rosen, and Rosen said, "No, thank you," and knocked him down.
David Rosen, not really the type of guy known for his hitting ability. Only a 5'7" guy compared to people like Ford Hatchett, Luke Cato, Jacob Patalinum on the defensive side, but a little guy in Rosen able to lay some big bodies.
We've seen some great defensive play from the Orange, and a few men specifically stepping up. Stephen Brezzi and David Rosen have been great tonight in the past few games as well. Face-off to the left of Kaler is won by the Orange. Banked off the glass all the way down the ice, and that will, of course, be an icing as Calvin Walsh collects it first for Oswego. Walsh standing 6'4", the tallest man on the Lakers, and he is indeed a Syracuse native. So perhaps a little bit of extra energy playing against your hometown team.
Calvin Walsh out of West Hill High School on the west side of Syracuse. 6'4", the tallest guy on both teams, in fact. Ford Hatchett, 6'4" on the other side.
8 goals and 3 assists from Walsh. We've seen a couple of huge wind-up shots from him that have all missed wide so far in this evening. He's looking to connect. 3.5 minutes left in this second frame. Tied at 3 from the Campus Center Ice Arena in Oswego. Here's Luke Myers with it. A pass across the ice and a backhand chance from McNamara that goes wide. A huge chance and a nice feed from Myers to McNamara. Number 18 was looking for a second goal of the night, and it went wide. So more boards play in the near side. It's gathered by Marvin. He's got 2 on the night, blocked wide by Kaler. That puck is dumped out in the neutral zone, and Syracuse can take a breath and get a new fresh set of legs out on the ice. Brezzi fights for it now below, and he trips up Marvin, and we are going to have a penalty on Stephen Brezzi. In fact, may have been a high stick, got a stick up in the face of Marvin. And the delayed penalty is now touched up by the Orange, by Prestamo. So another 2 minutes will go up, this time for number 3 in Navy. And Oswego may be 0 for 4 on the power play tonight, but they scored that third goal just about right after the power play expired, and now this is their 5th opportunity.
It is a big power. It's one of those power plays that is, in the final minutes of a period, you want to go into the locker room with a lead. If you're Oswego, in this case, a tie game, you want to go into the locker room with a lead and put the pressure back on Syracuse to have a chance to do it here.
1:55 as we just start this power play, and they'll begin moving the puck around once more as they did before, centering around the point. Far side with it is Mooney as the fans continue their chance to shoot the puck. Here's Cup with it. Long pass to Walsh. He looks for an opening, gets it back to Cup, across to Mooney again. Mooney collects it. Not much movement so far in this Lakers power play. Down low and back to Mooney again. He charges Kaler, a shot that goes wide off the netting. 2 minutes left in the period. 1:20 left on the power play. Here's Cup with it. To Walsh. Fakes a slap shot back to Cup, who will take a shot. Lots of traffic in front, but it doesn't even reach Kaler. And 1:10 left on the power play. Hatchett tries to clear it, but it's stopped by Walsh once more, who spins around and keeps it into the zone. Jay Chapin with it. Chapin pushed along the boards. The Lakers still have it. Here's a shot that's blocked before it gets to Kaler once more from Mike Lemieux. Mooney with it. Up to Cup. Cup holds. Back to Mooney. Cup waiting for the puck. He wants to take a shot. Winds up. Blocked by Kaler. Rebound chance. Blocked by Kaler once more as Lemieux gathered it. But this time Kaler was able to dive out onto that rebound. 90 seconds left in the second period. 45 seconds left on the man advantage for Oswego. Again, this is an Oswego power play that coming into the game was only at 12.5% on the power play. Certainly looking for better numbers if you're the Lakers and head coach Chris Timmons, as that puck is cleared down with about 35 seconds left in the power play.
And that reason you mentioned is why Oswego, it's so important for them to get a goal here if they can, because they know they're not too successful on the power play. If they can strike here, it'll give them so much momentum and so much confidence heading into the final 20 minutes.
And the Lakers will try to get that goal. The pass to Myers hits off a skate. He does recollect it and give it off to McNamara. Up to the point and back down low to Myers. Somebody trying to come out with it, and it's Harrington. Goes for a pass, runs into his own man, and Connor McNamara, a long centering feed. The defensive miscue goes the way of the Lakers, and they take a 4-3 lead. Owen Harrington was trying to clear the puck out of the zone, ran into Connor McNamara. It was turned over in a long pass to Luke Myers, who was just waiting in front of Kaler and had an open net, and that is Myers' 5th goal of the year.
You can't lose somebody that deep in your defensive zone if you're Syracuse. Yes, you are shorthanded, but you still cannot lose somebody in the slot, in this case in front of the net, as Myers was. And Oswego capitalizes on that power play, only 12.5% on the season, and they have a great chance to go into the locker room for the final 20 minutes here at the Campus Center, up 4-3 on number 13 Syracuse.
1 for 5 now on the power play. They lead things 4-3 with 30 seconds left in this second period. That was Myers' 5th goal of the year, 2nd game in a row with a goal, and he's actually got a 6-game point streak. He's been playing very well for this team. Now 17 points on the season. 15 seconds left in the Syracuse defensive zone. Stopped there by O'Neal, and the puck flutters way above Kaler. 10 seconds left in the period. And Syracuse has it with Corcoran, and they clear it out in the neutral zone with 5 seconds. Here's Prestamo, dumps it into the zone, and that is where the buzzer will sound. 3 unanswered goals from Oswego after 3 unanswered goals from Syracuse. 4-3 Lakers, Corey, after 2 periods of play.
A great offensive period. A very slow start for both teams. Only 1 goal in that first 20 minutes. Oswego comes back, or rather Syracuse comes back, starts the second period with a couple of rapid-fire Connor McNamara goals. They take a 3-2 lead, but Oswego fires back. They get one in front of the net, and then 1 in front of the net on a power play. So really, it's the lack of defense, or perhaps the offensive prowess for both teams in front of the net, that's been the cause of most of these goals. This will be a great final 20 minutes. An unexpectedly fantastic hockey game so far.
So a late goal on the power play from Oswego. They moved to 1-5 on the power play so far tonight. 4-3 Lakers lead. We'll be back for the final 20 minutes here from the Campus Center Ice Arena on the SU Hockey Network. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Campus Center Ice Arena on campus of Oswego State University. We're ready for the final 20 minutes of this matchup between the Lakers and the Orange, and Corey, Oswego with 3 unanswered goals. They lead 4-3 heading into the final frame.
And the Orange really came out strong in that second period. Back-to-back goals about a minute and a half apart by Connor McNamara. Took a 3-2 lead. Gillos had a little bit of a gaffe in the net, but Oswego comes back, scores one on the power play late, one of 2 unanswered goals in the final few minutes of the frame. They lead 4-3 and have the ball now in Syracuse's court.
Certainly that way, and Oswego quickly picked up their goalie Alex Galos after that mistake, and they scored late on the power play, so it's 4-3 Lakers as we head to the final 20 minutes here on the SU Hockey Network. Hello everybody, and thank you for joining us here for the final frame between Oswego and Syracuse. Frankie Vernowski, Corey Berberian alongside me, our cameraman Chris Lauk, ready for their last 20 minutes here. And hopefully the weather is okay wherever you may be watching. We know a lot of the Northeast is getting plenty of snow this evening, and currently us right outside of the Ice Arena as well.
About to say, we should be saying that to ourselves. Stay safe out there. It's going to be a very snowy ride home after the game.
But first, we've got some hockey to finish up. As we said, Syracuse scored 3 unanswered to take a 3-1 lead. The Lakers said, whatever you can do, I can do better, and they scored another 3 in a row themselves. That's why it's 4-3 Oswego here in the final frame. A big hit from the big man, Ford Hatchett, standing up a bear in the neutral zone. And shots in the last period, that second period, were 14-9 in favor of Syracuse. Each team with 3 goals. 2 from Connor McNamara, 1 from Caddo. And on the other end, McNamara, Marvin, and Myers with goals. Here's a shot from Hayward. Blocked wide from Galos. Hayward back up to Brezzi, a shot that's blocked at the point. Brezzi regains though. Down low in the centering feed for Hayward. There's nothing open there, and Prestamo tries to get it up to Brezzi at the point, and everyone will have to regroup in the neutral zone.
And Hayward, interesting to have him be quiet so far through 2 periods. He has 3 goals and 7 points against Oswego in just 3 games in his overall career at Syracuse.
And Hayward does have, he came off of 2 goals in the last game against Adrian last week. He has scored a goal in 3 straight games, and that streak is on the line tonight, but still 19 minutes to play here in the third period.
Also a 7-game point streak Peter Owen Hayward brings into tonight. Tied for the longest on the SU side as we get an icing. Ford Hatchett, the other one, has an assist in 7 straight games coming in, make it 8 tonight.
And Hatchett had 18 assists all season last year. He's already got 13, including his assist on the McNamara tip-in earlier.
So in his career now, that's 4 goals and 31 assists.
Certainly loves dishing it out from that blue line at the top of the zone. Here's Syracuse. They try to keep it in, and they do. The most recent goal scorer for the Orange, Caddo, has it at the blue line. And he dumps it down low. Chased and gathered by Theodore Cupp. Turned over Bedford right in the slot. Tries for a feed to Francisi. Now Hatchett has it, and he'll dump it down low. Chased by Bedford behind Galos. Francisi now has it. Up to Hatchett at the point. And he gathers, looks for a shot. Going for the tip in, nobody there. McNamara couldn't get a hold of this one. Here's Francisi again. He charges Galos, dips down, no tripping penalty on that one. And here's Hatchett with it again. Looks for the tip, McNamara. This one goes wide. 18 minutes left here in the second period. The Lakers cleared out into the neutral zone, but turned over quickly. Here's Caddo. Caddo attempting to deke around Cupp. He's met there. Stick is flung wide. He goes to pick it up, and the Lakers have it behind their goaltender. Hounded there by the Orange. A turnover and a shot from Van Heck. Rebound chance for Preston. No chance there. Bedford now with it, and the shot goes wide. Chasing for it is Van Heck on the near side boards. Van Heck and Cupp, Pucciarelli all there meeting that puck. Back to Van Heck. He takes a shot from the faceoff dot. It's blocked before it gets to Galos, but Pucciarelli has it now. He'll send it up to Brezzi at the point. And he keeps it. Now Pucciarelli from the slot. His stick got on that shot, went wide. 17 minutes left here in this third period. Already 3 shots on goal for the Orange. And they've had the puck in the Oswego zone for most of this period. A bouncing puck to Galos. He covers it up as a few men come and harass Pucciarelli after that. And we'll have a stoppage of play. 4 shots already. I do want to give a shout out. We were talking to a fine gentleman in this past intermission. To shout out to Sean Conaway, a 2004 grad from Syracuse. And his dad was here in the crowd. He was kind to talk to us, tell him all about it. 04 grad said he played 4 years here on the club hockey team and still has plenty of friends that he has since then. So big shout out to Sean Conaway. Hope you're doing well. Out in sunny San Jose, California is where he reigns right now.
If you are in the chat, please do drop us a line. We'd love to say hi.
And 16:40 left here in this third period. Up to Patalino at the blue line. And down low to Hayward. He looks for Harrington in front, finds Harrington behind the net. Up to Rosen at the point, and back down to Harrington. Tries to get a shot on. It's blocked before it gets to Galos, and the Lakers will charge the other way. It's Myers. Myers has the most recent goal of the game, the power play goal, where he was all by himself because of the miscue between Harrington and McNamara defensively. A big hit laid on by Hayward as he goes off and shifts, and Guillaume Hebert received that, an open net. Kaler's able to stop it. Could have been a hat trick for Marvin. Now going the other way for the Orange. That bouncing puck was looking for a man. Orange have numbers, but it's blocked. A bouncing puck once more. Nobody can get a hold of it. Near 2-on-1 chance. Streaking was Francisi. Down low with it. A shot goes off the net. The Orange bench thought it was in the net, but it went off the side of it. And down low looking for the puck is Bedford. Can't get there. It's Hatchett. Takes a long shot. Easily blocked. Here's Marvin attempting to tip it out of the zone. A baseball bat type of a swing from Kyle McNamara. He misses but clears it down this time. 15:20 left in the third period. 4-3. Lakers hold on so far. Streaking is Cato. He brings it near side. Attempts to turn around and loses the puck. But Eckert's got it. And dumps it down low. Here's Morrow. Had one big chance earlier. Morrow dumps this one with the backhand. Recollects his own rebound along the boards. And the Orange still have it near side with Morrow. A couple of men converge there, still trying to dig the puck out. It's Brezzi. He's got an open lane and an easy stop for Galos right in the chest. No traffic in front. 14:51 left in the period. 5 shots already for the Orange. Each one stopped by Galos. 2 shots by Oswego so far in this period as well, including another big chance for the hat trick for Adam Marvin. As he is a freshman, he's got 2 goals in the night and 11 goals on the season. He leads the team with that 11 goals and 19 points for the full year. 19 points actually leads both clubs here. Hayward leads the Orange with 17 points on the year, but Hayward does have the most goals between both teams. He's got 12, though he does not have one so far tonight. Patalino sends it up to the neutral zone past a ducking referee. Back to Patalino it comes. Passes it to Rosen. Between the legs, he dumps it off for Pucciarelli, who comes charging through the neutral zone. Hit by a couple of men. Marvin has it, and he dumps it into the Syracuse zone. Kaler stops it there for Patalino, who gives it off to Preston. Preston dekes around Marvin, passes it to Patalino and through the neutral zone with it. Here's Hayward. Far pass, stretching to Harrington. He can get there. Prestamo's waiting for him, but Harrington regains. Looking for a pass to Hayward. Blocked off by McNamara. And that bouncing puck finds a Laker who can reach it out into the neutral zone. Dumped back into the zone by Brezzi. Nearly cut off by Hayward. And now to Marzalek, who dumps it in for the Lakers, and Oswego goes for a line change as Marvin puts a big hit on Brezzi. Marvin's been out on the ice for a while, and we've been saying his name plenty tonight. Back out into the neutral zone for Calvin Walsh. Walsh to Simonek. Back to Walsh. And cut off by Prestamo, a turnover, but he's bounced off the puck by Simonek. And Walsh has it once more. Nice forecheck by Prestamo, but it goes for naught, and it's a line change for the Orange. And they wave off the icing. The official had his arm up looking for an icing. They do wave it off. The Orange have it nonetheless, and here's McNamara, the man with 2 goals on the night. Gives it off to Francisi, back to McNamara in front of the net. He wraps around behind Galos. Cato in front of him, up to Hatchett at the point. Hatchett sends a shot in that's tipped but stopped by Galos, tipped by Bedford, and dumped back out by the Lakers. This time, we will have an icing as Hatchett gathers it with 12:38 left in regulation.
This is certainly not the first NECHL game the Orange are playing out of conference. Of course, Syracuse previously in the NECHL. This is the second of 7 total games they're playing against this out of conference. 1-0 so far with a win over Niagara, 6-4 back in Tennessee. These 2 teams will meet up back in Syracuse on January 13th, Sunday, as we get a timeout call.
So both sides will take a break. The goalies will go to their benches. Yeah, that game in Oswego, both teams don't play too many home games come in the 2019 year. Oswego only plays 2. They host Niagara and NYU in February, but otherwise they're on the road the whole time. And Syracuse as well, they're a bit more evenly split, but they will start on the road in 2019 on the 12th of January. They'll head to Niagara. That's for a 5:15 game, and then have to make their way back about a 2.5-hour drive to Syracuse to host these very Lakers. And as we were talking earlier, Oswego, Syracuse, they split home and home last year. Oswego won here at the Campus Center Ice Arena. Syracuse then came back, won 3-2 in Tennessee later that month.
Oswego won by the same score as we are right now currently, 4-3 here at the Campus Center last October. And going back to the road trip, the Oswego from December 2nd all the way until February 9th is on the road. So they've got 2 months pretty much uninterrupted of road games. And Syracuse, after the Thanksgiving break, has a couple of games with Liberty at home. Then after that, they've got 5 of their next 6 on the road.
So right now, 4-3. If the score stands, it'll be a game-winning goal from Luke Myers, who had the game winner against Penn State Berks the last time Oswego played on Sunday. Syracuse with the puck. Francisi's shot is blocked, and he can't recover with it. And here's Marvin once more. Marvin dumps it in. He's got a couple of chasing men, one of it Kyle McNamara, but he can't get it. The other McNamara for Syracuse has it and dumps it off to a teammate. Now with it is Francisi. Poked away from it. Brezzi bounces a man off the puck, but still gained by Oswego. Oh, and another big hit on Christian Van Heck. And they are going to call interference on it. Something about Christian Van Heck. Oswego likes to lay the body on him as he jaws with a couple of men on the Lakers bench. He is okay, but he has drawn now 2 penalties, and Syracuse will go on the power play. They're 1 for 3 tonight.
Yeah, pretty easy call to make interference. The puck was already passed off, and easy call. Van Heck, as you said, has now drawn 2 penalties, won a charge earlier, now an interference. He's been knocked down, but he's given his team a couple of power plays.
And here's Hatchett with it. McNamara has the 1 power play goal so far for Syracuse. Hatchett, wide and tip for McNamara, and he tried to do it again. That one went wide. He had an open net. Down low with it is Cup for the Lakers. Battling Harrington, McNamara, Hayward. They're all trying to dig it out from Cup. Cup loses it, and it's up to Hatchett, and it comes swinging around and out of the zone. Corcoran gathers it for Syracuse with 90 seconds left on the man advantage.
The way this game was going, you thought McNamara's tip was going in. Not so.
But Hatchett sees it and tried to do it again. Certainly we'll see that as another opportunity, I'm sure, before this extra man opportunity is up. With it is Corcoran. He takes a long shot that finds Galos. Here's Hatchett with it. Waits, shoots right in the breadbasket. It's caught by Alex Galos. Both defensemen Corcoran and Hatchett with nice opportunities, but Galos kept his eyes on the puck, and with 71 seconds left here on the penalty to Oswego.
That's the thing with Hatchett. That's why he doesn't score all that many. He hasn't scored so far this year. His shots are low percentage. He is the guy who sets up rebounds and tips that one right into the breadbasket of Alex Galos.
The Lakers clear that one. 1 minute remaining on the power play advantage for Syracuse. They are 1 for 3 so far tonight. 11 minutes left on the clock here and regulation in the third. With it is Brezzi. He charges it and dumps it into the neutral zone, the offensive zone himself. Brestamo swings around and loses it. A nice save by Brezzi to keep it in the zone. Francisi passes it along. Cato down low to Francisi. Back to Brezzi. He's on the near side faceoff dot. Waiting for an open lane. Finds it back to Francisi. Across the ice to Cato. He has a goal from that spot earlier and takes a shot, but it goes wide from Galos. 10.5 minutes left in the frame. 25 seconds left on the power play as the Lakers dump and change so far. 27%, that's where Syracuse has been sitting on the power play so far this season. Trying to tie it up on the man advantage. A long pass from Cato to Harrington. And a rebound chance for Van Heck. He tried to dump it in, but went way wide. 5 seconds, and now the penalty is killed. Still with the puck is Syracuse. A long shot from Padalino is chipped wide. Behind Galos, men go fighting for it. Myers regains for the Lakers and passes it off to McNamara, the guy who just served the penalty. Kept in the zone by Preston as McNamara fell down. Still fighting for it. The Lakers are able to push it out, and Hatchett will go recover for the Orange, and everyone will try to restart. Less than 10 minutes left in the third period. Hatchett chips it down the ice, and we will have an icing here. So faceoff will come back in the Syracuse zone to the left of Jake Kaler.
Syracuse can't afford, obviously, another uneventful period. This period shaping up just like the first was. Not many shots, not many chances being put through, and so far no goals. They have to up the intensity right now. The Orange have to go into desperation mode maybe in a few minutes.
Only 2 shots for Oswego so far this period compared to 8 for Syracuse. Does not matter. No goals so far. Quick score update. The SU men's basketball team is down in New York City playing in Madison Square Garden. They're taking on the UConn Huskies, and the Huskies lead 70-65 with about 3.5 minutes left in the second half. Jim Boeheim's crew trying to make a comeback, as is Connor Tracy's crew here in the Campus Center Ice Arena in Oswego.
And Connor Tracy's guys are going to be in New York December 7th and 8th at NYU.
The music continues, but we are in the middle of play here. Oswego with the puck. They dump it out into the neutral zone. Here's Corcoran with it. Back into the neutral zone for it is Prestamo. Prestamo to Harrington. The men come charging, but it's chipped back out by the Lakers. Kept in by Prestamo. He whips one wide. Music does stop, but play continues.
They finally found the space bar.
With it now is Lemieux. Mike Lemieux, not Mario Lemieux. Perhaps some kind of relation.
I was thinking it was Mario. Good thing you clarified that.
Hall of Famer Mario Lemieux, perhaps on the Oswego team.
Not Claude Lemieux either.
Dumped in by Hayward. It lays the body on Calvin Walsh. 8.5 minutes left in the frame. Chipping it out. It's stopped at the blue line by Hatchett. He sends a puck into Galos, who sticks his stick out there and pushes it wide. Here on the near side boards, a couple of men attempting to dig it out. We've seen plenty of forechecking along the boards so far tonight. Bedford keeps it in for Syracuse, dumps it back down low. McNamara loses it to O'Mara. Back and forth the Lakers go. This one to Chris Carey, the lone senior on this Oswego team. Oswego still unable to clear, and now they do get it out. And pushed past Ford Hatchett. He'll have to go all the way down the ice and recollect. Some men for each team change. Past 8 minutes left in this third period. You mentioned it, Corey, a slow period much like the first, where not much is going for either side and not too many shots. 8-2 this period so far in shots in favor of Syracuse, that is. Here's Cato. He'll take it into the neutral zone past the red line, gives it off to Preston. Preston bounces it in to the offensive zone, but Syracuse changes. He's all by himself right now. Now a couple of men come in to join him. It's Pucciarelli and Van Heck. Pucciarelli's got it behind the net. Brings it near side to Corcoran, who takes a long shot off the shoulder of Galos. No tip available there.
Would have been a high stick anyway.
And fighting for it still along the boards. Pucciarelli, Preston, Corcoran, they're all there. Here's Van Heck. Here's Pucciarelli now, gives it off. Looks for a centering feed, but it's stopped by a couple of Lakers, including Luke Myers, whose most recent goal is why we have this 4-3 score, with his power play goal coming late in the second period. Chipped down low. It's covered up by Kaler as the 2-goal scorer of the night so far. Adam Marvin, the Clarkstown, New York native, was charging. We'll have a face-off to the left of Kaler with 6:51 to play.
Yeah, Kaler actually started that game here at the Campus Center last October that the Orange lost. He's 0-1 in his career record against Oswego, looking to avoid going 0-2 in 2 tries.
Kaler's had a nice season so far. 906 save percentage on the year, 320 goals against. He did give up 5 goals against Adrian, but that is a high-powered Adrian team. That was last Friday he last played, as Hatchet is knocked off the puck by Jay Chapin. Oswego regathers. Here's Lemieux. And back and forth the puck goes in the neutral zone. Prestamo has it. Gives it off to Harrington. Bouncing puck. Hayward with a shot. He knocks it in, and we're tied at 4. We were saying that Peter Owen Hayward has a goal streak on the line and a point streak on the line. He said, don't worry, I got it covered. 6.5 left here in the third. Hayward ties it up with his team-leading 13th goal of the year off of a bouncing puck in the slot.
That's now 4 goals in 4 career games against Oswego for Hayward, and 4 straight overall this year with a goal, 8 straight with a point. You knew it would happen sooner or later. Peter Owen gets that puck just outside the slot, and he is always pure from that part of the ice.
And we have to give some credit there, too. That was a bouncing puck that bounced off of Harrington's stick, and Hayward was able to get enough on it and put a wicked shot past Galos through the 5-hole. So we're tied at 4, 6 minutes left. After a bit of a dry spell for both teams. Perhaps that sparks some more energy like we saw in the second period where we saw 6 goals. That puck high in the air, and Brezzi recollects in the defensive zone. Bounces off a Laker. Corcoran sends it through the neutral zone. There was contact, so we will not have icing as the Orange are able to change. And the first line comes back out. Prestamo, Harrington, Hayward, the forwards. That puck bounces past Hatchet, and we will have an icing. Hayward, Harrington, Prestamo. And in the back, the big men Hatchet and Cato. And a face-off win by Prestamo could set up a perhaps game-leading goal from this first line. The only man, we got 2 men on ice with a goal. Cato had the 3rd goal for Syracuse. And now most recently Hayward just about a minute ago. Face-off to the right of Galos. A scrum for it. It's won by Syracuse. And Hayward puts a shot on. Rebound chance for Harrington goes wide. A turnaround shot from Hayward that bounced off Galos, and it was a juicy rebound for Harrington. Dumped in. And the first line will go chasing for it again. Just past 5 minutes left in this third period. If we are tied in the last 5 minutes, we will have an overtime period. The most recent time Syracuse went to overtime was against Stony Brook on the 20th of October, and it was a Trip Francisi goal that won that game 3-2. With it is Van Heck. Down low on the near side, pushed up top to Corcoran. Fakes a shot. Brezzi tips it in. Corcoran wound up as if he was going to take it and passed it to Brezzi. Centering feed to Van Heck. Cannot get there, but it's kept in by Corcoran. Corcoran with a long shot that goes wide. Kept in by Brezzi. And Preston can't get to it. The Lakers will push it out into the neutral zone. Corcoran on top of that puck. Harasses a couple of men. And back into the Oswego zone it goes with 4.5 minutes left here in regulation time. Luke Myers has it. Again, the most recent goal for Oswego. He dumps the puck in, and Kaler will cover it up, so we'll have a face-off in the Syracuse zone.
Shaping up for quite the finish. You love these types of games. We're so close heading into the potential overtime period coming down the stretch here in regulation. If the Orange go to overtime, obviously, as we talked about earlier, they've won 2 overtime games, and they haven't lost any beyond 60 minutes, while Oswego is 0-1. Just saying.
And the
Still
Orange
got plenty of hockey left.
Certainly, and the Orange are looking to rebound, as we were discussing earlier, off of 2 tough losses. A tip chance from Myers goes wide. 2 tough losses to Adrian last weekend. Another tip chance, this one not much of an opportunity, and Cato gathers with it and brings it into the neutral zone himself to where he'll pass it along. With it is Francisi. He leaves it for Bedford. Francisi goes chasing for it again, but it'll be collected by McNamara, Kyle McNamara. He had the 2nd goal of the night for Oswego. Less than 4 minutes now. Luke Myers still with the puck on the ice. And a shot in on the breadbasket of Kaler, where it'll be frozen. And we'll have another face-off. 3:47. Stoppage. Just about 70 seconds left from Madison Square Garden, and the Huskies lead the Orange 76-68 there. And Syracuse will have another game in the Garden tomorrow night against either Iowa or Oregon. And then another big day for Syracuse sports as the Orange and Fighting Irish play in Yankee Stadium. Here's Harrington. Oh, had a 1-0 chance, but Galos came out dangerously to collect it there. Hayward with it in the slot, leaves it, and a chance that goes wide. And now Galos is toppled over by Harrington, but they do not whistle the play dead. That puck was just whistling by for Harrington, and Hayward nor Harrington could get it in on Galos. Here's a shot, Prestamo right in the chest. Couple of big chances from the first line once more. They're carrying a lot of energy, Corey, as we've got extracurriculars right in front of Galos, as the Lakers are unhappy with the fact that, I'm not sure if it was either Harrington or Prestamo, but one of them dipped over Galos, and there was a bit of a dog pile after that play.
Well, Prestamo ended up in the crease at the end of the play. I think it was Harrington, as you said the first time. Two big chances for Prestamo. How about that drop pass behind the back by Peter Rowan Hayward to set up that first chance for Prestamo? Alex Galos, despite giving up the game-tying goal, he's been strong throughout the night. 37 shots to 16 for Syracuse. Galos has stopped 33. Meanwhile, Kaler, a bit of an off night, only 12 out of 16.
And they were tending to Galos there. Nevertheless, he will stay out on the ice with 3:17 in the face-off to his left. That is won by his teammates, where Hatchet goes for chasing it, but it goes out in the neutral zone. Nevertheless, Orange have possession. Here's Preston. He comes charging heavily on the far side. He's tripped up as he goes wide on the face-off dot. We will have no penalty. 3 minutes left in the third period. That puck jumps past Cato, but Hatchet is still collecting it there, and he'll dump it the other way. Here's Pucciarelli. He's still got it. Looking for an open lane. Takes a shot that's sticked wide by an Oswego defenseman. Marvin has it. And Syracuse will exit the zone and follow the Lakers, who are trying to push on Jake Kaler. 4-4, 2.5 minutes left in regulation. Myers bodied off the puck, and a weak shot is sent in by O'Neill, the other Syracuse native. And we'll have a frozen puck with 2:28 left. So the faceoff will come to the left of Jake Kaler. 14 shots for Syracuse so far this period, 5 for the Lakers. And goals this period are 1-0 in favor of Syracuse. Does not matter. We've got a whole new game tied at 4. Just over 2 minutes left before we could possibly go to overtime here at the Campus Center. A shot is blocked before it gets to Kaler. Francisi was in the way there. Hatchet goes charging. Cato's got it and banks it off the glass. Avoids many people as it makes it to the neutral zone. And we tick past 2 minutes now. Hatchet has it. And everyone's going to try to get another chance going as McNamara goes off the ice. Harrington comes on. Hayward comes on, and the first line is back out. Francisi's still out there. Another tip shot off the glass, and chasing for it is Hayward. He brings it below Galos, waiting for Harrington to join him. And all the way cycling back to the blue line, puts a wraparound shot from the point. Nice stop by Galos. A high puck. Fighting for it is Prestamo. He gets it. Out to Hayward. Up to the point, a shot from Corcoran goes wide. Prestamo. Up to Brezzi. Fakes a shot over to Corcoran now. Corcoran takes one to the net. Bouncing puck goes wide of Galos. In the corner. And still fighting for it. The Lakers chip it out. 70 seconds left in regulation as Jay Chapin, the Saranac Lake native, dumps it in for Oswego. 4-4 our score. We will have 5 minutes of overtime if neither team manages to take a lead. We've dipped past 60 seconds now in Oswego. That Hayward pass for Pucciarelli disconnects, and the Lakers have it. But nice forecheck by Pucciarelli to keep it. He's got men joining him. Preston's down low. Pucciarelli hounded off the puck. He loses it. Cato can't regain. Would have had a nice chance there. 40 seconds left. Dumped in by Marvin. Hatchet got it past the ref. Loses it, and a shot is blocked well before it gets to Kaler. Here's Cato. He pitchforks it down into the neutral zone, and it goes withering away all the way down the ice. No icing called there. Plenty of contact. Syracuse with it at the point. Bodied off the puck. Preston still has it. Shot blocker saved by Galos. 15 seconds left in regulation. Syracuse doesn't want to go to overtime. A shot from Cato right in the gut. Saved by Galos. 11.6 left here in regulation. We mentioned it in extra frames. Syracuse is 1-0. They beat Stony Brook. Excuse me, they are 2-0. They beat Stony Brook at 10 at the Ice Pavilion on the 20th of October, 3-2. They beat a tough Liberty team down in Lynchburg, 5-4 in overtime. Oswego, meanwhile, is 0-1 in the extra frame. They lost in a shootout to Rutgers 5-4 in the beginning of the season. 2 seconds and 0 is the last shot. Oh, they're going to call that goal. A shot from the point from Stephen Brezzi goes in the net as time literally expires. Everyone for Oswego gave up, including Alex Galos, and another shot from the point goes right past him. I believe it was Stephen Brezzi with the goal. And the referees are discussing now, will they give Syracuse the 5-4 final? The officials are going over to the Oswego bench. Of course, you can expect head coach Chris Timmons to be furious. And I don't want to put a damper on it, Corey, but I mean, I really think that time had expired.
We'll have to watch this again with the live clock in the top right corner. The live clock is about maybe 2/10, 3/10 of a second off of the actual time. I think that puck may have been in, but it could very just as easily have not been in.
It does not
It really
matter
is a judgment call on the ice. You can't obviously review it. Goal is the call. The handshake line takes place. Sean O'Neill for Oswego headed to the locker room right now when he slams his stick on the door heading into the locker room. How about that for Syracuse? No one was expecting that. That shot came through a screen. We've seen so many of those that have been stopped. I don't think Galos really expected that to go in before the buzzer, and he didn't play to the whistle.
I think certainly you are absolutely right that the Lakers had just given up, and I'll admit I nearly gave up on that play as well. I thought time had expired, but I believe it was Stephen Brezzi that had that goal. It gives Syracuse the 5-4 victory. Brezzi's third goal of the year, as the Orange avoid overtime and topple the Lakers here at the Campus Center Ice Arena from the Oswego State University. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here on the SU Hockey Network. We will have a post-game show up on YouTube shortly. But for Corey Barbarian, for our cameraman Chris Lauk, I'm Frankie Vernowski. Thank you for joining us. Syracuse beats Oswego 5-4.